Welcome to Discovery, and welcome to another episode of Discovery. We got a massive week for you guys today, from some older classic albums to some brand new albums. And you know what, before I start Discovery, pop your discoveries down below. And you know what, we got a really big video for you guys today, so let's not chit chat anymore. Let's get on with Discovery. So first up is Slaughter to Prevail, Kosolom. This album was a pretty disappointing album in my opinion. It was a build up from their previous release, which was a really good album. It was straight cookie cutter deathcore, which I really did enjoy. They decided to experiment on this album, providing more new metal elements on there, sounding very similar to bands such as Slipknot and even Korn. Take with the song Baba Yaga, which sounds very similar to something out of Slipknot. But there are some cleaner vocals on this album by Alex the Terrible, and Alex's vocals on this are just really good. They are. At times though, the vocals can be a little bit cringy. I was hearing a lot of vocal similarities to Limp Bizkit's Fred Durst. This album was a disappointing album in my opinion. I only heard this a few times and I just had to turn it off halfway through. Couldn't sift through this shit. There are some really good breakdowns on this LP, and I do really enjoy the guitar rhythms and not to mention the drumming. Alex's vocals are very good at times, but his cleans can be a little bit cringy, although he does better than me. I can't fucking sing, that's for sure. But yeah, Baba Yaga will probably be the best song off the album, followed by Demolisher and Bonebreaker. The rest of the album is pretty shit. Overall, the choruses are actually quite catchy and quite melodic, such as I Killed a Man. This album comes across as just an intense album overall, but the lyrics are so damn fucking cringy. They really are. This is one of the worst 2021 albums in my opinion. Slaughter to Prevail will definitely bring in the sales, but sonically this wasn't a very pleasant experience. It just threw me back of the new metal days, which I do really enjoy new metal, but I don't like this new metal deathcore. I do have to credit their creativity on this. There's a lot of creativity on this, but a lot of it they don't execute very well. Next up is Jinjer, Wallflowers. Now, I had the privilege to actually listen to this album earlier through Napalm Records, and holy shit, this album is a very good album. Although what is wrong with this album is that I feel that they throw all their eggs into one basket, especially in the first half of this LP, which is a fucking killer. Songs like Colossus along with Vortex and Disclosure and Copycat is one of the best Jinjer songs they've ever done. Some great gentle riffs on this. I love the prominent bass throughout this mix, and Tatiana's vocals are so damn good. Her growls are absolutely incredible on this. But yeah, you got songs like Sleeper Righteous, Wallflower, which sounds very similar to Pisces Part 2, you could say, and Mediator are pretty good songs in the second half, but I just feel that the first half of this album is fucking killer, no filler. The second half of the album, there are a few filler songs like Sleep of the Righteous, Dead Hands Feel No Pain, but Mediator is a pretty good way to end off this LP. But yeah, like I said, Wallflower, beautiful, soft, acoustic introduction that leads on to such heaviness, and I love it. I love it. Although I just feel that Wallflowers is a good album overall, but it's not as great as Macro. Macro was an incredible album that I fucking love. Songs like Perennial, Dreadful Moments, Teacher. Yeah. So Tatiana's vocals are very good on this, but I just feel that it lacks cohesiveness. The actual track list on this would have been a bit better, but overall, it's a good album. So what would I give it? I don't know. I don't do scores anymore, but I really did enjoy it. Next up is a gem that I fucking love. When Fire Rains Down from the Sky. It is Annal Nathrakh. When fire rains down from the sky, mankind will reap as it has sown. This album is so damn good. This is an EP album released after the Codex Necro, and holy shit, this is a fucking fantastic EP. Now, I just discovered this EP when Apple Music decided to release Annal Nathrakh When Fire Rains Down from the Sky. It was released on the 13th of August, and wow, what an absolutely incredible ride. Running about 27 minutes, so it's sort of it's nearly as long as an Annal Nathrakh album. You got songs like Catalysm, Nihilism, which is so damn heavy, incorporating more elements of that second wave black metal. How the Angels Fly In, We Can Never Be Forgiven. Songs like Never Fucking Again. Holy crap, the outro on that. But not to mention the Refuges. And then you got songs like Atavism. Fucking Dave uses like throat vocals on that song. And when fire rains down from the sky, mankind will reap. It has sown. It is the most catchiest fucking chorus. I absolutely love it. This is so damn good. I love the drumming on this. The drumming sounds so damn organic, even though I feel it's still computerized drumming. But Mick Kenny's guitar work is absolutely fantastic. It is definitely very dark. And if I had to do a now Nathrakh album ranking again, when fire rains down from the sky, mankind will reap it. Mankind will reap as it has sown. Will probably be in my top 5 Annal Nathrakh albums. Absolutely love it. I know it's an EP, but it's nearly as long as an Annal Nathrakh album. And holy shit, what a fantastic EP. If you're a fan of Annal Nathrakh and you haven't checked out When Fire Rains Down from the Sky, check out this. You're gonna fucking wanna love it. This is probably the most black metal Annal Nathrakh could get, you could say. Incorporate elements of black and grind. It's nearly as black metal as in the constellation The Black Widow, but holy shit, this is an incredible album, incredible EP from Annal Nathrakh. Check it out. Next up is one of my favorite albums of August. We got Niflhel and the album I. This is a really good album. Towards the Omega has such an incredible chorus. Da, 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 da. Da, 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 da. At times this does remind me of something out of Enslaved. Songs like As the Storm Rises, Sedna, which is a fantastic instrumental, A Tradition to Deny Forgiveness, and Under a Blazing Star. It's very melodic, but also quite progressive as well. Love the vocals. They're sort of black and deaf, but I'd say it's black metal. It's atmospheric black metal. And just the overall chord progression and the hooks on this are just so damn infectious. I love it. I've been playing this album a lot throughout this month, and holy shit, this is a fantastic album. I really love the production. Production has this quite a metallic tone. I love the vocals. The vocals are fantastic. Incorporates cleaner vocals and chants throughout this. Songs like Towards the Omega, and the riff on Towards the Omega is so damn good. Instrumentals accompany the vocals very well. There are some symphonic elements to build, and it's quite epic in tone, but Sedna's a great instrumental. Check out Sedna, quite proggy. Tradition to Deny Forgiveness is a really interesting slow growing crescendo song, and Under a Blazing Star is a fantastic way to end off the album. Yeah, Niflhel I, go check it out, one of my favorites of August. Next up is Wolves in the Throne Room. Primordial Arcana. This is a very theatrical cinematics album, and it's a fantastic black metal album overall. Quite atmospheric in tone, with orchestral elements building throughout this album. Songs like Mountain Magic, Spirit of Lightning, which has some infectious guitar rhythms and great drumming as well. Primal Chasm, Gift of Fire is so damn good in my opinion. Absolutely love Underworld Aurora, which is again a growing crescendo song that builds up and becomes bombastic and epic in tone. And Masters of Rain and Storm, which is like 10 minutes, is fantastic black metal. One of the best black metal songs I've heard for a while. I love the vocals on this. The vocals are incredible. I'm not very familiar with Wolves in the Throne Room, and that has to change in my opinion, because I did hear Thrice Woven as well, and wow, what an incredible album. Primordial Arcana would be one of my favorite albums of August, although there is one album that is possibly going to be #1 album of August, that's for sure, and that'll be on Discovery later on. But yeah, Primordial Arcana harnesses in the atmospheric cinematic experience. At times it feels like you're watching a movie, incorporating elements of the epic moments. What's really interesting is that they end off the album with Eostar, which is a instrumental, and it's okay in my opinion. I just feel that Masters Rainstorm should have ended off the album. It's alright. I mean, the track listing could have been a little bit better, but Primordial Arcana is a very good album overall. Next up is Deafheaven, Infinite Granite, released this week, and you know what? This album took me by surprise big time. I just love the tension on this. The tension that builds up to the last 2 minutes of the album. This is all the build up towards the song Mombasa. Now, Deafheaven are a shoegaze, black gaze band, and of course they released the iconic Deafheaven Sunbather back in 2012, which is a very good album. And I did hear the album Ordinary Corrupt Human Love, and then I heard Infinite Granite, which was a different sort of changing sound by Deafheaven. I am starting to become a fan of Deafheaven. I really do enjoy their stuff, and they sound very similar to the band Alcest, which did it first. So Deafheaven Infinite Granite really took me by surprise. I really enjoyed the single Great Mass of Color, which sort of had a blackened edge with the vocals throughout the conclusion of the song. But yeah, there are a few black metal moments on this album. It's very rare. It's mainly just shoegaze, post-rock, with songs like Shellstar, Neptune Raining Diamonds, which is an instrumental, quite an epic instrumental, and songs like Other Language. Villain incorporates some black metal vocals now and again. I love how the black metal vocals are really like an instrumental throughout Villain, because you can tell if you listen very closely, there are some high shrieks on that song. But then we lead on to Mombasa, which is one of my favorite songs of 2021. Mombasa will definitely make into my favorite 2021 songs. What an epic song overall. It is so damn good. Just the crescendo build up, the tension that is building, and all of a sudden, wow, you get hit hard with some black metal. End of the album, you know the tension is building and building and building, and then you get the song Mombasa. The 3 minutes, the last 3 minutes is so damn fucking insane. Well, my jaw just dropped when I heard it first. I said, holy shit. What a great album Infinite Granite is. I am starting to really enjoy Deafheaven. Ordinary Corrupt Human Love was a fantastic album overall as well. Reminded me of the Alcest album Shelter, which I feel Shelter is very different to Infinite Granite at first. Listening to Mombasa, no one would ever think you'd get black metal on this album apart from the last 3 minutes of that song, because it's mainly just pretty chill music, and it builds up to Mombasa, which just hits you right in the fucking face. It feels like you've been hit with a frying pan. Next up is Out of the Shadows. We will fight, we will fight, we will fight, fight, fight. It's a fun album. It's Warkings Revolution. This is a very good album by Warkings. Now, to be honest, I like Revenge a little bit more, but Warkings is fun as well. Now, there are very catchy songs like Sparta, Fight for Sparta. It's a heavy album as well. Fantastic heavy power metal album. Songs like Spartacus featuring The Lost Lord, which is Lord of the Lost. Chris Harms is also featured, who also recently released Judas. Kill for the King, Ava Maria, By the Blade, Where Dreams Die. It's very fun song. Some orchestral elements build throughout this. It takes a few listens for you to really enjoy it. This album is very strong in the first half. The second half, it sort of dies down. We're at about 41 minutes. What can you do? You can't really complain. It is not their best LP. I just feel that the first album, Revenge, was a lot better, much more cohesive album than Revolution. This album's a lot heavier than Revenge, but I feel like it doesn't execute the same way as Revenge did. But yeah, Revolution, pretty straightforward, heavy power metal album. Yes, there are some very harsh vocals on this, especially through Spartacus. Okay, so here we go. Everyone's clicked on this, I'm sure. Next up is Between the Buried and Me and the album Colors 2. This album is, well, I'm going to say it's a masterpiece. It is a masterpiece by Between the Buried and Me. It is such an awesome album. It is like you got to play Colors and Colors 2 together, and it just flows like water, baby. It really does. Great songs like Double Helix of Extinction. The fucking drumming, especially on the Double Helix of Extinction. Some tribal elements. Revolution in Limbo, which probably has one of the best fucking choruses by Between the Buried and Me. Songs like Fixed It Era, Never Seen, Future Shock. Songs like The Future is Behind Us. Bad Habits, that awesome guitar lead throughout that chorus. That guitar lead throughout the chorus is so damn infectious. Prehistory, which is a really fun 3-minute track with some really weird shit. Turbulent, which is much more of a slow tempo song, but the ending, our turbulence. And then you got Human is Hell, Human is Hell. Another one with Love, which has an incredible melody. Oh my god, the melody Human is Hell is so damn good. I love how they continue the songs. I love how each song bleeds into each other. It's just one whole long song in my opinion. Human is Hell, another one with Love, rivals White Wars. White Wars has an incredible guitar solo on Colors. Human is Hell has incredible melody, amazing melodic chorus. Oh wow, one of my favorite albums of the year. I've been listening to this album over the last few days and I really cannot fault it. Tommy's vocals are fantastic. Amazing guitar work by Wagner. Amazing keyboards as well. Songs like The Future's Behind Us, which is really proggy. There are some amazing guitar riffs. I really cannot fault this album, to be honest. It's one of my favorite albums of the year. I absolutely love it. I have pre-ordered the album as well, and honestly, I cannot wait to get my hands on Colors 2. I don't think any band's gonna top Between the Buried and Me, Colors 2 in August. It is such an incredible prog metal album of 2021. One of the best prog metal albums that I've heard for years, actually, and I love it. You know, Automata was a pretty disappointing album by Between the Buried and Me, in my opinion, but then they released an amazing album like Colors 2, and this is, spoiler alert, my favorite Between the Buried and Me album right now. It's better than Colors in my opinion. The lyrics are so damn good as well. I don't hesitate to give this like a probably 10 out of 10. What an incredible album Colors 2 was. Loved it. Let me know in the comments below what you thought about this discovery. Do you agree or disagree in my opinion? Keep discussion going in the comment section below, and I will see you in the next one.